Jake Paul, Jake Paul's dead. He's dead. He's not going to make it. Shut the up. I don't give a dude. Look at this. Look at this. He's fighting a professional.
So Joe Rogan just dropped the hammer on Jake Paul after he pulled the plug on his epic showdown with the one and only Iron Mike Tyson. Yep, the much-hyped clash of generations, up in smoke, again. And guess who's at the center of the storm? Jake. Paul, of course. Classic Jake. He's out here canceling what could have been the biggest fight of his career, like it's just another Tuesday.
Goodbye, thank you. Bye.
But here's the thing. This time, Jake's antics? Yeah, they're not flying. Not with Joe Rogan in the picture. You already know Rogan doesn't play when it comes to respecting the sport, and especially not when you're dealing with legends, like Iron Mike Tyson. So when Jake Paul decided to cancel their mega fight out of nowhere, Joe had some serious words. On a recent episode of his podcast, Rogan straight up roasted Jake, calling him out for disrespecting both the sport and the fans. This is a slap in the face to boxing, Joe said. You don't just walk away from a fight with Mike Tyson like it's nothing. And honestly, he's not wrong. Jake's been riding high on ego, using his platform to sell the dream of being the next great fighter, but this time, he messed with the wrong legend. Rogan didn't just criticize the cancellation. He went in deep, accusing Jake of manipulating fans and media from the jump. Joe labeled him a master manipulator, someone who's been feeding the public a carefully crafted image that doesn't hold up under real pressure. See, Rogan's never been on board with the Jake Paul hype train. Even while Jake racked up wins and built his influencer-to-fighter storyline, Joe's been standing on the sidelines, calling it what it is, smoke and mirrors. And after this latest stunt, Joe had enough. He laid it out plain. Jake's been hyping this fight for months, building it up as the defining moment of his career, only to pull out when it mattered most. He's playing fans and the sport for fools, Rogan said. You don't promote a fight like this and just bail. It's a disservice to boxing, plain and simple. And let's be real, the hype was insane. After that fiery press conference back on August 18th, 2024, in New York City, the world was watching. Tyson looked like a man ready to make history again, and Jake? He was doing what he does best, running his mouth and selling the dream. Tension was sky high, tickets sold out instantly, and social media lit up with predictions and memes. Then boom, Jake drops the bombshell. The fight is off, just like that. All the buildup, all the talk, all the drama, gone in a flash. Fans were left stunned, disappointed, and asking the same question. What happened? Sure, the pressure of facing Tyson, the man, the myth, the ear-chomping destroyer, would rattle anyone. We're talking about a living legend who's been instilling fear into opponents since the 80s. That's not just a boxing match. It's a full-blown psychological war. But pulling out last minute? That's not how you handle it. And Rogan wasn't about to let that slide. Joe's always had his doubts about Jake's real boxer image. From cherry-picking opponents to controlling the narrative, Rogan's called out every red flag. And this cancellation just confirmed everything he's been saying all along. So now, the fight world is fired up. Fans are frustrated. Critics are louder than ever. And Joe Rogan? He's just saying what a lot of people are thinking. Jake Paul isn't built for this. Not when it counts.
It was just a matter of Mike Tyson closing the distance. This Mike Tyson, as fast as he was, as hard as he hits, I maintain he's the greatest.
Yeah.
The greatest heavyweight ever.
Now, if you're not up to speed on Joe Rogan's connection with Mike Tyson, let me break it down for you. Joe isn't just a fan, he's the fan. Like, if there were an official Mike Tyson fan club, Rogan would be president, founder, and lifetime member all rolled into one. Every time Tyson's name comes up on his podcast, Joe's face lights up like a kid talking about their superhero. And that's exactly what Tyson is to him. A living, breathing icon. Rogan's been deep in the combat sports world for decades, seen legends rise and fall, but he still talks about Mike with that same wide-eyed respect, like Tyson's the gold standard. Honestly, Joe probably has a framed photo of Iron Mike hanging in his house somewhere. So when Jake Paul, the YouTuber turned fighter, the problem child of the internet, decides to back out of the fight of a lifetime with a legend, like Tyson, you better believe Rogan's not taking it lightly. He's not just disappointed, he's offended.
Obviously, devastating news. I'm heartbroken, speechless, gutted. We've been working so hard over here, everyone in this camp. and I just feel bad for everyone involved in this event.
All right, let's get into why Jake Paul really bailed. Because the whole timing and business decision excuse his team is pushing? Yeah, no one's buying that. This wasn't just another fight. This was the fight. The one that could have transformed Jake Paul from a flashy internet sideshow into a serious name in boxing. Let's not sugarcoat it. Stepping into the ring with Mike Tyson isn't just a career move, it's a legacy move. Win or lose, just standing toe-to-toe with Iron Mike could have earned Jake some real respect in the fight world. But deep down, Jake knew what time it was. He's been sweating bullets since the second the matchup was announced. Because Tyson isn't just a tough opponent. He's a walking nightmare, even at 58. This man built his name on fear and ferocity. And Jake? Jake was suddenly staring down the reality of what it means to go from social media stunts to standing across from one of the most dangerous fighters to ever live. The pressure? Insane. The expectations? Through the roof. And when it finally sunk in, when Jake truly grasped what he'd signed up for, he pulled the ripcord. Because this wasn't just a fight. It was a reckoning. And Jake wasn't ready.
Professional heavyweight boxer. He's still terrifying.
Now, we're not buying any of these.
Let's be real. Nobody's buying these business decision excuses Jake's team is throwing around. Come on, you and I both know this fight wasn't just good for business. It was perfect. The hype was through the roof. Netflix was all in, and everything was teed up for this to be the fight of the year. So what really happened? It's pretty clear. Jake had second thoughts. He finally realized he wasn't just stepping into a ring. He was stepping into a lion's den. The idea of trading blows with Mike Tyson? That's the kind of thing that keeps you up at night. Instead of rising to the moment, Jake bailed. Simple as that. And with that move, he didn't just cancel a fight. He disappointed millions of fans and, yeah, left Joe Rogan fuming. Because this wasn't just another YouTube beef. This was boxing history. In the making. And Jake blinked.
Day 2, I'm getting ready for you.
Mike Tyson is an absolute machine. No debate. And let's not forget, even at 58, he wasn't just casually prepping for this fight. Nah, Mike was training like a hungry rookie, about to make his debut. The man was putting in serious work, hitting the gym with that signature Tyson intensity, grinding like it was his last shot, even though we all know he's already a legend. We're talking explosive combos, lightning-fast footwork, and that classic head movement that made him a nightmare in the ring. The power? Still bone-crushing. The precision? Razor-sharp. His jab? Snaps like a whip. His hooks? Vicious. And that uppercut? Still a certified fight ender if it lands. Tyson might be pushing 60, but his hands? They didn't get the memo. Watching him on the heavy bag is straight up terrifying, pure destruction with every punch. Jake Paul might have thought he was walking into the ring with a retired champ, but Tyson was training like it was 1986 all over again, and nobody gets that more than Joe Rogan. He said it best. If the Mike Tyson that fought Marvis Frazier showed up to face Jake Paul, Jake's done. Like lights out. He wouldn't survive a round. Tyson wasn't just ready. He was coming for blood.
Mike Tyson from Marvis Frazier fought Jake Paul. Jake Paul's dead. He's dead. He's not going to make it.
Let's be honest. Jake Paul still has a long way to go if he wants to earn real respect in the boxing world. And with the way he's moving lately, he's not climbing the ladder. He's tripping down the steps. Instead of building credibility, Jake's recent decisions are doing the exact opposite. Pulling out of the Tyson fight? That didn't just disappoint fans, it poured gasoline on the fire of doubt surrounding him. See, the boxing community already wasn't sold on Jake. Beating up influencers and retired MMA fighters didn't exactly scream future world champ. And now, by backing out of a fight with a living legend like Mike Tyson, Jake's not just damaging his rep, he's burning bridges left and right. This wasn't just a missed opportunity. It was a massive show of disrespect, and it's got everyone fired up. Fans, fighters, and especially insiders like Joe Rogan. Joe's been in the combat sports game for decades, and when he calls you out, you know it's serious. He's made it clear. Jake's behavior isn't just unprofessional, It's proof that he's not ready to be taken seriously as a boxer. Jake might be trying to break into the sport, but with stunts like this, he's only pushing himself further out. If he keeps it up, he won't just lose respect, he might lose his chance entirely. Anyway, that's the scoop for today, fight fans. What do you think? Did Jake Paul just kill his own momentum, or is there still hope for him in the ring? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest boxing updates. Catch you in the next one.